Dear brothers and sisters in Christ, today we stand at a historic moment in our church, a time of profound discernment and loving acceptance. The Dicastery for the Doctrine of the Faith, with the approval of our Holy Father, has issued a declaration opening the doors of blessing to couples previously viewed as irregular by the Church, including our brothers and sisters in homosexual relationships. This declaration has stirred much controversy, and many opposing voices have been raised. Let us seek to understand precisely what it entails and how the blessing will be granted. In the text, Fiducia Supplicans, the declaration begins by defining the concept of blessing. It states that blessings are among the most common and dynamic sacramentals. Their role is to help us perceive the divine presence in every aspect of our life, reminding us that in our daily use of created things, we are called to seek God, to love Him, and to serve Him faithfully. As a result, blessings are directed not only towards people, but also towards objects of worship and devotion, sacred images, places of life, work and suffering, the fruits of the earth and human labor, and all created realities that, with their beauty, pay homage to and glorify the Creator. The document further specifies that what is blessed must be in harmony with God's will, as revealed through the teachings of the Church. Requesting a blessing for a person is seen as an act of supplication to God, that He may provide the necessary support for growth and maturation in fidelity to the gospel. This assistance is intended to overcome human imperfections and to manifest God's love more vividly and profoundly. God's grace also works in the hearts of those who do not consider themselves righteous, but mere sinners, and the Church welcomes all who seek God with a humble heart, accompanying them to understand God's plan in their lives. After all, isn't this the true essence of the gospel? Hasn't the Lord taught us that no one can be condemned forever? These words from Amoris Laetitia remind us that God's mercy is infinite and that every person, no matter their situation, is worthy of love and compassion. But brothers and sisters, we face a significant question. Can the love of an irregular couple or a same-sex couple become a hymn of praise and blessing? Our hearts know that the Church's response has long been negative. However, the new teachings of Pope Francis invite us to reflect more deeply on the nature of blessing. It urges us to see the blessing as a sign of the Church's commitment, a Church that goes forth to support all the existential peripheries of human life. The declaration reflects the Church's vision as a welcoming mother, a vision emphasized by the Holy Father since the beginning of his pontificate. In this spirit of acceptance, it establishes that couples in irregular situations may request and receive a blessing from a priest. However, clear parameters are outlined for how such a blessing should be imparted. Firstly, the blessing will not follow a predetermined formula, but will be spontaneously expressed by the priest. The context in which the blessing is given is also important. It will not be part of a public liturgical rite, but will take place in a private setting to avoid any confusion between the blessing itself and the sacraments of the Church. Moreover, the declaration specifies that the blessing should not coincide with civil union ceremonies, nor should it be associated with them in any way. The use of attire, gestures, and words typical of matrimonial rites is also excluded. These guidelines apply to both heterosexual couples in irregular situations and same-sex couples requesting a blessing. Pope Francis thus urges us to recognize the value of blessing as a pastoral resource to be cherished, especially for irregular couples and those of the same sex. It's crucial to avoid confusion with the sacrament of marriage. Therefore, a non-ritualized blessing can express the Church's closeness in every situation where God's help is sought. The aim of this document, dear brothers and sisters, is to integrate everyone, to assist each individual in finding their way to participate in the ecclesial community. It is an invitation to welcome all those who worship the Lord with deep trust in His mercy, acknowledging their quest for blessing as an expression of their faith and their need for God. Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on new videos and become part of our community of faith and prayer. May God bless you.